Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Five weeks come and gone, and we're off in week 6 on EA Sports. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Set up. 70 Timberwolf. Cut 19. Cut 19. Ready.
Nick starting with a pass. Cut by Sutton. And he got this close to midfield before going out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Set. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Nick's with it on first. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Fits it through the middle. All the way, touchdown Denver! The Broncos take a 6-0 lead right away. Cortland Sutton the touchdown. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. And the kick is good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, Ram. Set.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Harris once more. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He gets 6 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Davis gets it from the gun. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. But they'll take that every single time.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Running behind center with Harris. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down. They give to Harris from the gun. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. As a man, it's Tyler Conklin. And he's out of bounds down at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Trying to run in, Harris. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Harris, and he gets in, touchdown. The Chargers finish off their opening drive. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers start off well to tie things 7-7. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Returnable from the 2. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running this one left. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Ready? 70 range, 70 range. Get up.
Shotgun snap to Nix. He's throwing deep to the left side. Brought in inside the 20. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos break the tie here in the first. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
From a couple of yards deep, this is gonna come out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Play action now for Herbert. Flushed out of the pocket. Pass taken in by the rookie out of Ole Miss. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
12. Set.
Herbert with a blitz coming. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be 2nd down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Herbert now, blitz coming. Completed to his running back. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Harris gets it on the draw. And he's able to work this down to the 41. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 3 now.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
From the 41. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Herbert from the gun. Taken in by Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get it down to a single point. They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers tie things up at 14. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Returning it from the 4. A reverse on the opening kickoff. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll get to work here, 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. The throw finds Evan Ingram. It's a race down the right side. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos need only one to take the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Chooses to bring this one out. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys can have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are thrown into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up. Oh, the ball is loose again. And the offense recovers. They can still advance it. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
1st and 10, Herbert. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Throwing on 3rd and long. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing.
Oh, and they fake it. Wait for it on the fake, but he couldn't connect with his man. Incomplete. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Play action with Nix. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he gets them down to the 9 before going out. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Working inside the red zone. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked by Alohi Gilman. He's at midfield. 30. Gets the 10. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Warrior 70. Ready. Mustang 19.
Now they send their back in motion right. Back to the air. Nix after the pick. Connects with his back. Jaleel McLaughlin. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Nix with it on 1st. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Denver. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation. We both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rule starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Hey, Kappa.
Here's Herbert. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Riley Moss with the pick. And he makes the half go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. You get a pick six. You get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Hey, go Lion. Ready?
Herbert back to it after the pick. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up 2nd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Go, man. Crowd right. 21. Hold the troops right. Why did it happen?
To throw, Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
It's Herbert once more. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
When you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Broncos get set to take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds a seam down the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Come 19! Come 19! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Go!
Nix from the gun. He fires one deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
79 Broncos! Dragon 60!
Nix again on 2nd and 10. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a gain of 29 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Trap 60! Trap 60! 70 range! 70 range!
Motioning the tight end left. They'll throw again. Nix. Caught by the open man. Has some room to work. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Herbert now. Dump off caught by his back. And he crosses his sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 32. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's going to be 4th and short. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Set, go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
19, Ryan. 18, Ryan here. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Warrior 70. Ready?
2nd and 4. He puts some power on a deep one left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Last day, 19.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
Now Nick's on 3rd down. McLaughlin there to bring it in. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. They've got 1st down from the 31.
And
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Riggs. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Nix. That one's caught along the left sideline. At the 20. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set. 380. You're out. Ready.
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Into the hands of Conklin. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us.
To kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. Returns looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
The Chargers take over
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room, some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success, and that's exactly what they did.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange. What is up?
Play action now for Herbert. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he loses the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Pass taken in by Sutton. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Here's the handoff. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
At the Chargers' 26-yard line.
Let's go now. Panther Street, go.
Play action with Nix. Cut near the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. McLaughlin has the Denver touchdown. The Broncos push their lead further to start the half. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Fits it through the middle. Rolling into enemy territory. Lat McConkey. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers lower the deficit they face. Lat McConkey with a touchdown. For a second, looked like the Chargers offense was coming off, but no. Coaches say, stay out there. We're going for 2. He'll run for it on the option right. And he will get into the end zone. That's going to cut 2 more off that lead. You know what? Good for them there. This one's pretty out of hand, but hey, they're still putting in the effort, still putting up points before heading home today.
How do you eat an elephant, Kate?
Ooh, I love that one. One bite at a time, baby.
One 2-point conversion at a time. 8 points at a time. When you're down this big, that's all you could do on your side is just keep on digging and keep on eating bite by bite.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Up the sideline, past the 40. Has room down the left sideline. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Go.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So that brings up second down.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Taken in by Harris. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chargers will have a first.
Whoa. 59.
Herbert from the gun. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Man in motion here. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On third down, Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Hey, ram.
On fourth down, here's Herbert. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10.
Hey, check that. Check.
Hand off to the back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, ball at the 36. Handoff now to the receiver. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I'll tell you what, anytime we get to see this safety display his range, it's a thing of beauty, not just in the passing game. But look at him navigating all that traffic downhill and applying the hit to stick it behind the line.
Here we go, set.
Nick's off the play action. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Nick's now to throw. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up 4th and long. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. From the left hash, 54 yards out. It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And looking at the scoreboard, Brock, I think they can weather the miss there.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
First and 10, Herbert. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off, Brandon Jones. And the Broncos take possession of the football.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Another carry for him. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. Thankfully, third and 4 coming up now.
Let's go now.
Putting a receiver in motion. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. It's a gain of only 1. Still 3 yards to go here on 4th down. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. High percentage look for him here from the left hash.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. He gets popped quickly. Not a nice feeling or a nice return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set. 380. Straight out. Go.
Herbert now off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I love a good bootleg just like every other quarterback does. And bootlegs are most effective, Kate, when you're running it first and you deceive that defense. But if you're not running it, or it's a...
They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
He throws a bullet to the center of the... Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. The moment you see them look to pass from this close to their own goal line, Brock, it is that defense's goal to hurry him and force a mistake just like that.
Yeah, those guys, they're so sneaky on the back end, Kate. They know the clock is being sped up. They know that the quarterback can feel those footsteps and thinking about a safety, and those defenders just wait for that rush throw, and then they step in, they deliver, and they take the ball away.
And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Let's go. Ready.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. That's a gain of 8, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Go.
Now a handoff for Estime. And he's swallowed up by one of the big guys up front right at the line. Just not quite enough to break the plane, and now it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos throwing 6 more on the blowout. Extra point try now from Lutz. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after his 2nd missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with... The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. 1 play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
They'll run here on 1st down. Into the red zone. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Broncos are running them out of the building. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just a positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And look at this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Herbert. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
5-9, 5-9. Set.
Back to the air, Herbert. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
He's got Harris. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get 1 step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
It's Herbert once more. He's on the move. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept at breaking up those passes.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Ray.
They snap it to Herbert. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Ready.
Herbert throwing again. Oh no, they get him yet again. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigated on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, it'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos nearing their 2nd win of the campaign. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to the well again. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They give it to him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Alert! Alert!
Back-to-back carries here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. So it's a win for the Broncos. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep.